Hello, JJ. Thanks for joining.
Doing good, Carlos?
Very good.
Good.
Just going through the list of things here. Let's look at it.
It's all just note takers.
Hello, everyone. JJ, I don't see the IBM Tech Exchange in the list of coming llm-d events. I don't know if you want to add. Maybe I can do that.
Yeah.
I
don't actually know how much llm-d is going to be. Like, no one's talked to me about it at all.
Yeah. We have one talk there.
Okay.
You know what? I'll add later.
Okay. Yeah. No, I would love to know what your plan is with it, because I've been over in my little corner. I have not heard anything from anyone as a whole.
Okay, we do.
Another note taker.
Yeah, they come early. People join in a bit. Hey, Callan. Good to see you.
Hey, Carlos. Good to see you. How you doing?
Good. Yeah.
Hey.
Everyone, thanks for joining. Just waiting for more people, and we will start. Okay. Just another minute. It might be a bit lighter today. I know quite a few people have conflicts or issues today, just for the community to know. But we give folks just another minute. Okay. Okay, I think it's 2 minutes past. I think it's good to go. I'll hand over to you, JJ, to kick us off. Let's go ahead.
Yes. Thank you. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the weekly llm-d community meeting. My name is JJ Asgar. Me and along with Pete Cheslock, who is not here right now, are your community architects and here to help, just to make sure everybody knows this. Just as a reminder, there is a code of conduct that you've all should adhere to or do not know about. It is posted in multiple locations, including on the notes as Carlos has just put up. For a couple friendly reminders, if you haven't yet joined the Slack workspace, please go ahead and do that sooner than later. That is the way that we communicate mainly in this. If you are watching this in the future, or I guess, yeah, you'll be watching this in the future, because this will be published to YouTube and all of the other locations that it will need to. In order to get to those, you need to join the Google group, which if you have not done that yet, please go ahead and do it. When you do, you get access to the notes as we see in front of us in this conversation, also to the asynchronous communication through the different email lists and whatnot. And again, if you have any questions about the community aspect or in that space, never hesitate to reach out to us on Slack. We are here to help. So there you go. Thanks, Carlos.
Thanks, JJ. Yeah, so hi, everyone. Again, special welcome to the ones that are joining this first time. And keep watching here. There's some new names, it looks like. So thanks for joining. So this is the community call. We do, as you see, an open forum first, and then kind of read out from the SIGs. We have 7 very active SIGs. So you see kind of a summary of what is going on there from the SIG leads. One quick comment on events. You see a growing list of talks and just event opportunities for llm-d. If you're interested, you can reach out through the links. But also, if you're aware of any talk or yourself you're interested or already kind of plan to give a talk or something, let us know. I mean, mind share is very important, of course, for the community, and we're trying to just increase our reach. So something something to keep in mind, and also, again, sharing this forum would be great. Let's start with open forum, as we often do. Anyone want to chime in with, again, suggestion, complaint, update that is outside SIGs or anything else? Please feel free to do it so now. And don't be shy. Okay. If there is nothing from the team, I just, as I often do, use open forum as just kind of an opportunity to kind of public announcements and things like that. We are in the final sprint for version 03. This one has been in the works for some time, so I'm very happy that you're putting finally like wrapping around it. It's coming next week. I'll just show here and verbally share some of the highlights that we will be sharing for this version. There are 2 big themes, as we promised. One is really like the widening of the well-lit paths. We are delivering very strong progress on performance, stability, and scale. The inference gateway, as you heard many times here, is GA, and this delivers very concrete, not only stability, but again, production readiness, and very also concrete performance gains for time to first token. The whole YDP piece, as you heard here many times, and you hear more today, significant progress there, and this translates into state-of-the-art tokens per second per GPU. All of this is going in a nice blog, so we make some good noise about our progress. It's really kind of in some ways state-of-the-art. There is also the new adaptive SLO that you probably heard here as well, with some very significant gains for P90 latency. All of this covered in the blog. We also kind of doubling down the whole hardware support in many ways, and also the user experience. You heard the progress here, but I just call out as a summary for folks joining the first time. From feedback, we learned that the users wanted simpler user experience, more customized, and we're doing exactly that. We kind of streamlined how we deployed. We moved from some of the quick starts to guides, that are using customized approach, and also some more like detailed platform-specific requirements. So for anyone deploying llm-d on a specific platform that requires some additional configuration, we're making that process also simpler. We have platform-specific docs for CoreWeave deployment, GKE, OpenShift, and DigitalOcean, which I forgot to list here. But we're also setting like the standard. So if you want to do that, here's a template that you can expand on. We also now have images for other hardware types. Very important piece of what we promised. This is not a full like refactoring for all the hardware options. It's more like images that can run, or it's using at least one guide. And you see the list of hardware types that you have now. But again, a very important piece of our message and mission to really live up to the promise of this true hard agnostic platform. And I think we're making very good progress there. This is just a summary. There are many other things, like there's progress with benchmarking, observability, also a lot of progress that we made with KB offloading, which is not making fully into this release, but coming very strong for the next release, our scaling that comes from the next release and all of that. Again, more like a public announcement here, so you guys see this is coming. I think we all should celebrate as a community. Again, packing a lot of work here and progress across the SIGs. You'll hear in a little bit that the progress continues. We are already kind of setting us up for what is next, but I'll save the details for the SIGs. Any reaction, question for what is coming, or any general comment?
You have I have a quick question.
Sure. Hey, Dennis.
Hi, how's it going, Carlos? Yeah, so with all the like Nixel optimizations, is there work going into, we'll say, Rixel or AMD side of things for MI300X or MI355?
Yeah, very good question. Just looking at the list, if Kenny's here from AMD. He's not, so I speak on behalf of like what we do with AMD. Yeah, so we've been working, of course, also with our AMD friends. I think first is a matter of just porting, make sure that we have a version of Nixel running with that. And again, I don't want to speak for AMD friends here, but this is coming. So maybe you can report back in this forum on the progress. But I just want to call out that this is work in progress, and there was a lot of progress made recently, and I think we are catching up.
Cool.
I hope
Thanks.
this is fair.
That's good. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Any other reaction comment before I go to 6? Okay, I do have one general question for the whole team here. We have a very active 6 now, and many of us join all these calls. We've been trying to have the community meeting as a kind of, again, one place. If you're new, you come, you got kind of the whole readout. We got good feedback that this is useful, but we are concerned about this being too repetitive for the teams, right? That, again, sharing some of these updates. We are considering switching to a bi-weekly cadence for the community call. Maybe like with a thumbs up, thumbs down, if you guys can just like let us know if this is a good idea for you or bad idea. Okay, we'll count later. Very good. Yeah, so it looks like most people think that switching to bi-weekly is best, right? Okay, I think that's strong feedback. We'll probably do that. I don't see Clayton and Rob here, but I'll talk to them as well, and then we'll agree. And for folks that, again, want to just get the readout, keep coming to this call. If you want detailed information, we go to the SIG, and we'll be announcing some of these changes in the Slack channels. Okay, that being said, if there is nothing else for Open Forum, let's go to the SIG updates. We start with Tyler.
Yeah, so continuing to work on YDP. First thing I want to call out is we have a VLLM 0.11.0 release. We're trying to hit the 23rd to align with the llm-d 0.3 release and putting in some pieces targeting the YDP case into here. So we've got a milestone linked here, but it's empty right now. We'll be adding things to it. So decode DBO landed on VLLM main, will be in 0.11.0. So that will be the first release that appears in. That gives like maybe a 1.7x throughput speed up for decode. We also have like version 1 of a CLUML quant kernel. So like we have some other optimizations going into this release as well. And so we have a few other pieces in progress that we want to try to get in. So we've got a pre-filled DBO, kind of like a nice to have, not as essential as the decode DBO case. And then we also have some other things like, so We've got an all-to-all backend that should help. So like right now, you can only use DPP on InfiniBand or Rocky. So we have an all-to-all backend that will, one, make it easier to use. You don't have to have an external dependency, and should also work on Amazon EFA. There's also an MNNVL flash infer backend for dispatch and combine. That would be nice to have to get into this release as well. We also have some fixes for TP attention and EPMOE. So I fixed that for DeepSeek, but we need to apply the same thing to other models. And then we're trying to get in some Nixel KV connector robustness improvements for the release as well.
Great. Thanks, Tyler. Yeah, just seem more like a network options is of course a big win. So great to see the progress. I think for infra scheduler we have forgot who is giving the update because Vita nearly. Yes, Itai. Thank you. Thanks for reminding. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so release candidate is number 2 is out. We expect this to be the final one. Given some soak time, hopefully it will be promoted to the actual release next week. Due to that, we have a freeze on merging PRs so that we don't get in some extra functionality that is not intended. So this created a bit of a backlog, which will be merged next week, hopefully, as the gates open. There's an AI gateway work group that is being formed to look at different kube AI use cases, egress use cases, rate limiting, guardrails, etc. Some of the leads and the maintainers from GIE or RGW and llm-d are leading that, Nir, Kellen, and others. So that's being opened up. There's Slack being formed, and everyone's welcome to join discussions. I think some hiccups along the way in getting all of that set up, but hopefully within a day or two, it should be all up there. With respect to changes, VLLM Simulator has added a tokenize endpoint so that you can actually use that the same way that you would with VLLM. And there's an end-to-end test which uncovered and fixes bugs around scale up, scale down, end-to-end. This is still work in progress and will be merged next week. With respect to, just for awareness, next week is a holiday, most of the week, so we'll be out. If there are any showstoppers or anything that needs attention, Kellen will be handling those.
Okay. Thanks, Itai. Any question, comments for Itai, infra scheduler?
Yeah, just to add one comment. So Itai mentioned the AI gateway working group. So this is a working group in Kubernetes. Okay, it's not in llm-d. So just like as a heads up, if you're planning to join discussions, meetings, just go to Kubernetes Slack, look for AI gateway, and you can find us there.
Dana?
I have one question for this AI gateway thing. Is this also about looking at other protocols that it can support apart from Istio? Like, for example, there are F5 and other load balance and stuff like that, or that's going to be a part of something separate?
No, I think that question is related to inference extension in Kubernetes and also related in llm-d. So basically, there is this interface between the gateway and the gateway inference extension. And Istio is just one option. There are multiple options that you can use, like K-gateway and like Envoy and other different gateways. AI gateway working group is more around the features, implementing or proposing new features that are at the gateway level that are related to AI use cases like guardrails, like semantic caching, semantic routing, things that are related to AI at the gateway level in terms of features.
That makes sense. Thank you, Nir.
Very good. I also take this opportunity to just again highlight how llm-d is living up to the mission of being kind of upstream first. So you see how we are increasing and deepening our kind of hooks into the communities that we care about. Of course, VLLM goes without saying, but also on the Kubernetes side, right? Just look at again how close and how we're helping to shape things and how features kind of move from one side to the other, which is absolutely part of our mission. So it's great to see this happening. Kudos to the whole team here. Okay, if no questions for inference scheduler, let's move on to KV disaggregation. I think Michal, you
yeah.
Go ahead.
I will update. Yeah. Okay. So we are having a very good progress in the VLLM native CPU offloading connector. It's almost done, I think. We have already 3 of the PRs are approved. Still didn't merge, but already did all the changes that were requested by Nick. So I hope, I don't know if it can go in before the VLLM milestone, but I hope so. So then we will have it in the next 0.3 release. If not, it will be next one. But it's almost there. Also, there were a few community contributions to the KV Cache Manager, external contributions. We have 3. The first one is about the cost-aware in-memory index, which is a better performant index that can be configurable for the size of the cache. It is should be more efficient. So this is the first one. The second one, or the second and third one are still in progress. One is about the KV Cache Indexer as gRPC service, which is good for high availability. And also it's coming as an additional deployment. It's not instead. So it brings also scalability for the indexer. And the third one is the disaggregated tokenization service, which is also aligned with our work. And it's coming from Alibaba and going to be as a service. I think that's it. Only one update that we are starting to get a few contributions from China and they are not able to join our SIG meetings. We are thinking to do bi-weekly, maybe on a different time zone to get more people joined. So this is the plan. We will update about it in the Slack.
Great. Thanks, Michal. And of course, this is a great problem to have. Again, another great testament to the fact that we are increasing our chat, reaching out to more people. So let's discuss offline whether or not we can start to have like Asia-friendly meetings, or maybe alternate some communities do, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Very, very good. Thank you. Benchmarking, Ashok or Marcio?
Sure. So the main update is we are being running several experiments in clusters that will have availability. The plan is to round up the automation and publish the first huge cache of experimental data that we are collecting right now, together with a new Jupyter notebook for analysis to produce all the graphs, and should be ready somewhere next week. Basically, when we do that, we have all this data on the Google Drive, publicly available on the Google Drive. In addition to that, we have a few improvements of our capacity planner and in the future configurator explorer. Basically, we're in line to have something ready by next week with V03.
Right. Sounds good. Thank you, Marcio. Question? Yeah, Dennis?
Yeah, thanks, Marcio. Are those going to be like publicly available benchmarking tools? Nice, nice.
Yes, both the tools, the automation, the analysis, and the data.
Awesome,
The actual data.
awesome. Thanks.
Very good. All right. Any other question? Okay. So let's move on to observability.
Hey, you can hear me?
Yep.
Cool. Yep, there's some more docs going in, PRs linked. There's a script there to generate traffic, generate errors, to generate the metrics if you're working on observability, so that's useful. The VLLM V1 tracing PR upstream merged. That's great, so that will make its way into llm-d. Vishal from Intel, he has a great POC with tracing, and it's using Gaudi 3 hardware accelerators. So he's going to be showing that off in probably the SIG observability meeting, not tomorrow, but possibly next week or soon. And yeah, so thanks, Vishal.
Excellent. Very good. I think last one is auto scaling. Abhishek or Tamar?
Abhishek, you want to go?
Yeah, sure. So we added support for CADA based auto scaling. Then there is work on the optimizer side where we added TTFT analytics on our optimizer to support scale out based upon SLO specified explicitly on TTFT. This ITL and TTFT model was residing in a different GitHub repo. As we speak, the PR has been merged and the code is moved into the hack folder of the controller. So now this is turning out to be more and more like a reference implementation of how you can do auto scaling, and possibly will push it to be the recommended implementation as we harden the control plane and the analytics. And for that, we refactored E2E test. We also created new issues to iterate more on the optimizer and the control plane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Abhishek. Any questions? Okay, and then for SIG installation, CI/CD, Greg, it's actually speaking about llm-d now in a PyTorch meetup, so he's not here. Maybe I can give a very quick update. So again, a lot of the final wrapping for the release actually happening here, as you guys know. The refactoring that I mentioned earlier, all kind of been finished in the installation piece. The shift to customize, I think it's the big one. And we have the YDP guide as the first one with the new customized template. For CI/CD, it's all about those images being validated on the hardware as well. We have CI/CD for Intel XPU in place. TPUs also coming now, and then AMD also coming probably like by the end of this week. So getting all in shape, ready for that kind of wrapping to go out. I think that's all for today. Any other topic comment before we close? Nina has a question. Go ahead, Nina.
Yeah, I wanted to raise awareness about the ARM support that we should be looking for, and I wonder if this is the right place to start the conversation.
Yeah, so definitely let's raise it here for broad awareness. Question is how ready we are for ARM. I think the short answer, of course, like we will need all the components. There are things that, of course, much easier, right? I think all the machinery closer to Kubernetes. From an upstream perspective, I think most of these things, they've been validated in the images. The big, I think, open question here, components like UCX, Nixel, all those things, we are not actively validating this on ARM infrastructure, but has been one of the goals, especially when you consider things like GB200 nodes, and especially the NVL72, which is like one big rack. So you'll probably be running the control plane on ARM cores, right? I would say we open an issue, Nina, also here on upstream to kind of track just like readiness and all the data points that we know about some of these components that we know they have support already in the big open ones. I expect that the bigger question marks, of course, well, there is VLLM, which is a big thing in itself, but also these related components. I think nobody's really testing it. So yeah, I think that's the long answer. The short answer is this is doable. A lot of work. We need to kind of identify and have like a sprint around it. Ishmael?
Yes, I can say, I can certainly say that the scheduler and the inference simulator both run on ARM quite happily. We develop on Mac, on Linux, on ARM all the time these days, so that works happily. I can also say that the sidecar for doing PD, it runs on ARM happily, although the CI pipeline does not build a multi-platform image at this time. It only builds for AMD 64.
Yeah,
this we know about. So this is the thing we tend to fix. Hopefully, once scheduler 0.3 goes out, we will be changing that and fixing it.
Thanks, Ishmael. Yeah, and again, I mean, I think that that's another way to say that we have stronger confidence for the control plane specific components, right? Not so much, or at least like more open questions for the components higher in the stack. But let's follow up on that, Nan. I think that's very important, especially when you consider like the GB200s, all those that kind of coupled with ARM cores, important for this community to give guidance. So we do that offline. Okay, sounds good. I think we're at the top of the hour. Thank you all for joining. Watch for some announcements in Slack about change in the cadence. And feel free also to chime in there if you don't like the idea or if you have another suggestion. And with that, we close for this week. I see you all next time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.